Hey, welcome to Touchdown and Tackles. I'm your host, Chris. How you guys doing today? So on today's video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 offensive rookie impacts for the 2026 season. So this was a pretty interesting, I believe deep draft, a lot of talent, a lot of offensive talent. So let's get right into it. So at number 5, I have wide receiver Antonio Williams for the Commanders out of Clemson. I think he's exactly what the Commanders needed. He can play inside and out. He'll most likely be playing in the slot, which I think is where he plays best. And I think that is going to be key for Jaden Daniels, especially in this new offense where, they're going to balance it with the run game. They're going to be a little more a team under center, more play action, getting the ball out, quicker to help protect him. So not everything is on him. So I think Antonio Williams is going to make a huge impact as a rookie from that slot position, being able to read the coverages, get open quickly, find the soft spots in the zone, and just be that chain mover for Jaden Daniels. And he, like I said, he also has versatility where he could play outside, he can get deep. But him just working the middle of that field, I think, is going to be key. So at number 4, I have running back Emmett Johnson for the Chiefs from Nebraska. I think he's going to play a vital, big role, especially with Patrick Mahomes coming back from the knee injury, the devastating knee injury. He's going to need time to get back to being Patrick. And so I think that with the Chiefs hiring Eric Bieniemy as their offensive coordinator, he's going to bring back that discipline and focus on the run game, which the Chiefs need because they have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since 2017. And I think that, we're going to see more under center. We're going to see that inside zone combination because Eric Bieniemy was working with Ben Johnson last season. So I think Emmett Johnson is going to play a huge role. He's going to, probably get anywhere from 10 to 13 carries, but I think he's going to help to be that change of pace back from Kenneth Walker III. And I just think that's going to help the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Emmett Johnson, he's explosive, he's shifty. He can also be that third down back because he can also catch the ball out the backfield. So that's going to be very key because that's very key in Andy Reid offensive system is backs that can catch out of the backfield. So at number 3, I have Carnell Tate, the wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans out of Ohio State, finally giving Tennessee that number 1 wide receiver that they have not had since A.J. Brown left. And Carnell Tate, he is just a smooth operator, in my opinion. The route running, he can beat you deep. He can beat you intermediate. He can beat you short. So he's a 3-level wide receiver. And I think that that's going to help and just continue to push the development of Cam Ward, especially in year 3, because now he knows, okay, I got a guy that I can go to, especially on third down when I need somebody to beat man coverage. And then you got Brian Dable. We've seen what he does when you give him that type of weapon. Look what happened. Look how he developed Josh Allen. When they got Stephon Diggs, what happened? Look what he did in Malik Neighbors' first year and what he was able to do with Daniel Jones and making Daniel Jones at least a starting level quarterback. So we know what he does with quarterbacks and the number 1 wide receiver. And I think that Carnell Tate is going to get a lot of targets. He's going to put up the numbers. He's going to have a great rookie year, and he's going to have a big impact in that passing game to help the Titans to take the next step. At number 4, I got Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end for the New York Jets from Oregon. He is, like the modern tight end. He's that explosive F tight end that you can move all around. He's fast, he's big, he's strong. He's a good route runner. And I think that's going to aid in the help of the Jets offense because it's going to give Geno Smith something that he only had when he was in Oakland, but didn't take great advantage of it. And that's that tight end that can run up the seam and then control the middle of the field. I think Kenyon Sadiq is going to just be that impact to take the the Barton off of Garrett Wilson in the passing game. He's going to, be great off of play action because, they got Brees Hall. So he's going to be able to get open quickly. And he's just so explosive. So I think that's going to be a huge impact for the New York Jets. And at number 1, I got Jadarian Price, the running back for the Seattle Supersonics rookie. I think he's going to have the biggest impact because he's going to get the most opportunity out of all the rookies I've talked about to do that. With Seattle not re-signing the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker III, Jadarian Price gets to step in and be the number 1 back. As long as he proves in training camp that he can be an adequate pass blocker and pass protection, I think that he has the hands to catch out of backfield. I know we didn't see it a lot at Notre Dame, but when you're playing behind Jeremiah Love, what do you expect? But he's explosive. He's one cut and go. That's perfect for that outside zone system that they run in Seattle. He's a home run hitter. I think he can handle 15 to 20 carries a game, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do, and that's what he's going to have to give the Seattle Superhawks so that Sam Darnold can continue to be productive. So there you have it, folks. Those are my 5 impact offensive rookies for the 2026 season. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.